in the 4th position. They are out of it totally.
It just goes to show you how close this group was.
Is,
It was, if Malawi had won, Nigeria would now be second in this group with Malawi topping with 9 points.
Depending on
what happens tonight. So it just shows you how particularly close this group was. And a lot of people did say then, when the draws are made, that it will be a walk in the park, that Nigeria will stroll through it. We've all seen that has not happened. Nigeria hasn't strolled, but we've not exactly struggled as well. Maybe the results haven't been fantastic, but we are yet to lose a game. And with that at the back of our minds, a draw tonight would set us up nicely for possibly, a win or another draw against Malawi would see us qualify. So 2 consecutive draws would be good enough for Nigeria. But Nigerians' expectations will always want to see the Super Eagles win time and time again, being African champions.
Especially when the burden has been lifted off our shoulders.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave Africa. We'll definitely come back when we're close to wrapping up the show. We will come back to this and see what the group will look like after Nigeria's game has been concluded. But let's travel to South America. Let's look at the matches that were played, the results of those matches, and the group standings. But we'll start first with the results of the game. Well, I don't want to say surprisingly, but Argentina had to settle for a 1-1 draw with Ecuador. Let me just run you through the results here. Chile, 3-1 victory over Bolivia. Venezuela lost at home to Uruguay. Uruguay now back in reckoning. Ecuador played a 1-1 draw with Argentina. And Colombia, 2-1 victory over Peru. Any surprises from the results?
The surprises that I suspect from this result is Venezuela losing, because they were among the top 5, but they lost to Bolivia. Now another lost again, and of course Uruguay is now getting back into reckoning as far as qualifying for the World Cup by this vital result against Venezuela. So it's a
marathon.
Yes, it's a marathon. It's still very far.
Yeah.
But the only team I think that sits comfortably, maybe the Argentine team, who are still getting the results, maybe the Colombian closing up, the Ecuadorians still closing up because of that draw against Argentina. So we say yes, but it's still very open. Except for Paraguay, who looks like they won't be at the next World Cup.
Okay, let's look at how the standings. How we look at in the South American zone, what it actually looks like. For instance, I know that Argentina is on top. Let's quickly have that on screen for you, and I'll allow Tunde make it speak. The countries that before we have that, Tunde, your picks. 4 countries will definitely go through. Brazil already through. 4 countries go through. One country also will join through the playoff. But your picks.
For me, it's Argentina, Colombia, Ecuador. Possibly, if Uruguay can shake off all those atrocious results that they had earlier this year and start picking up results like this, then they might just go into reckoning. But for me, I think it's done and dusted. Argentina, Colombia, Ecuador. Ecuador have been absolutely brilliant in Quito. No one has survived in Quito, and Argentina must be given plenty of plaudits for even coming away with a draw. They played with a man down, Javier Mascherano getting sent off late for kicking one of the attendants of the medical car who came to take him off the pitch. It's not easy to play now over 2,000 meters above sea level. That is how
similar conditions
to Bolivia as well. So Ecuador have been particularly strong at home. Colombia, with the enormous amount of talent coming through in their ranks as well. Radamel Falcao also scoring again today, a penalty as well. So I'm thinking Argentina definitely runaway leaders. Just a win in their next game would see them qualify. I think there are 4 more matches to go in this phase. So for me, it will be Argentina, Ecuador, Colombia. Another team will fight it out. The other 2 teams will fight it out for automatic qualification. Then remember, the 5th place country will go and play for a playoff spot.
All right. Okay. Let's leave the World Cup qualifiers now and come back home. Let's look at matches that were played in the Nigeria Professional Football League today. We're going to go on a break. Take you to a game that was actually played today. The game between Heartland and Nasarawa United. We go on that break. Come back. Do our own review of Week 18 matches played today in the league.
The traditional ceremonial handshake of players taking place right now. And as you can see, Heartland back in their home strip, 24 years of age. A chance for Heartland, and they did the goal! Very good goal! Nasarawa United, they will have themselves to blame for this one. And Isako has made it goal number 8 for this season for him. Nasarawa United, all the players, so many green shirts in the box. They were all standing, cupboard watching. And Isako just had the ball on the platter.
They defended very well in the first half, and that time this was very poor defended. There allowed a ball to be played back in. Nobody was picking up Isako just in front of the goalkeeper. And when this ball came back in from David Siakase, it was a very easy finish in the end.
Siakase, Obonna, Esom, and a chance for Atlant. It's goal number 2.
Finally, that game set a match. Far as Heartland is concerned, the breathing space they have threatened all through the second half has finally arrived. Courtesy of the man who has been the guiltiest in terms of this is Osaso Okoro. Lucky bounce inside the penalty box. He was through on goal and he wasn't going to miss from there. Very, very good finish in the end. And again, watch the man with the assist. Of course, Tochukwu Esom. He's really been awesome since coming out in this second half. Good goal by Osaso Okoro, and his Heartland 2. A very, very good day in the office for Ndubisi Nduka. His substitutions have really been spot on.
Really, Umar is giving it to Nduka today. Done well. Received some knocks when Heartland lost to Kano Pillars, when he kept his 2 leading scorers on the bench. And of course, in Enugu had Okoka on the bench. And